Fast forward, yeni komo o channel so haksi age politics avenue. Onya podcast or say training because big headlines. And ye jumbre na yedi bi exumo. Onya Kevin Taylor etimi abawra a Dr. Bawumia akso ye na watimi expose papa na big time bi entia ken ofori ata ehun sensem ebaye no wontimi enye bre enye dai enka bi onko gina simpi so enkasa emfa sa asem na ho na watimi adrage eye Bawumia Samira Bawumia into eta ehu ebehia se be no mienu yebowura na so ye ne yehwe ne yekọ ane de eba aha age politics avenue enne AD kanya so bit subscribe to the channel, hit notification bell so share na for account so answer into me nkebi best rock say at this point in time yanko eye insemni
Sanka MPP honest political party and kende they will be the people leading the charge to bring Oforiatta back home. But because the party from Ekufuado, Bawumia himself, who is basically a liar, and every liar, all we know is say Bible cracker, obi a truth will be a cromfo. Bawumia being a liar, he would never speak on Oforiatta matter because on himself Oforiatta Jania would it is benefiting or helping his political career. Because on himself Oforiatta ba omo eba say obo campaign akromfo ni Oforiatta be bom ding. So you see Bawumia is very, very lip tight when it comes to Ken Oforiatta's matter. Ekufuado nkebi MPP so-called National Executive Councillor and Kokora Mutua Fujene Embrewa Sebio Omonufu Agogo, they are not able to speak on Ken Oforiatta's extradition. We are not supposed to be here talking about extradition. Ken Oforiatta is supposed to be human. The MPP is supposed to be a party filled with human beings to say we need you back. Come and prove to Ghana for say from Kufuor to Ekufuado to the last messenger in the MPP the enye you na ye wia Ghana fo a ye de tumi mo ye omo de tumi ma ye wi omo nkotena brochiri, but they can't do it because the party, the bile party no akoma ne bonyo no party na akoma da ne yem no a party a omo ya kromfo party. So why would you give power to such people? Because when they go to Tescon and they go to the communities foolish fools who are following MPP, omo idea ni nyina say Oforiatta ya ye betuma ye bi, and that is their new slogan. If Oforiatta can do, I can do better. That is the MPP for you. Do not underestimate the MPP. The biggest punishment between the MPP is to prevent them from coming close to power for the next 42 years. That is the biggest punishment we can give this group of piglets. Because right now, Omomotoni is simple. So Oforiatta, yeah, and yes, if Oforiatta can do, we can do better. We are going to steal. Bawumia they are sitting on the sidelines. Samira and Akrom for they are sitting on the sidelines. After your marking in a view for MPP for right now, can Oforiatta create an impression or party him? And a young MPP patriot or say, media minya to me, maybe yes, Jane because can Oforiatta ye. And these are people you cannot hand power over to. And the MPP now their core principle and say, Mami to me, ye wiawa, ye be Jane. Because I was expecting the MPP as a political party, not the code mininis, code minini Jimmy Fono. I was expecting Kufuor. I was expecting a Kufuor. In fact, I was expecting the leader of the party to say, no, Ken Oforiatta, come back home. We are not thieves. May you Samira and your bay for on your crom for Yanni MPP for your you for come and prove to Ghana. But they are tight when it comes to stuff like that because that is what the party, the principle of the party, is based on those kind of things. And don't let us not get this twisted. This is a very important thing. This woman needs to come back home. This woman needs to come and serve the jail or right to hire lawyers to contest a judgment. Nobody is stopping her from, at the end of the day, contesting and appealing the judgment. We should not create that room for some politicians to think, say, they can come in, steal, and run. No. A typical example is the MPP. And you see the reason why Mahamudu Bawumia is running away from the media. He's running away from conversation because he's scared somebody will ask him, what is your opinion about the Ken Oforiatta's extradition? Why don't you appeal to Ken Oforiatta to come home immediately to save the MPP, to save you as the leader of the MPP? He does not want to face such a question. And right now, no, Bawumia, why say, Abeifo Kraba, Obdenashe Mpasi. Bawumia says, why say Abeifo Kraba? Because anajo ene no mutena so tu in terms of Bawumia kwhye impasse, they are scared because the moment he avails himself for questioning, when people who are rational start to question Bawumia, his political career will end. Into the strategy is keep Bawumia quiet till 2028. You keeping Bawumia quiet till 2027, 28, will not make Bawumia intelligent. It will not clean Bawumia off the criminality or leading spearheaded with 33 policies. That hiding Bawumia from the public will not change our minds to say Bawumia does not support Kedofurata living in America after stealing from us. Into the better for you people, and say bring Bawumia. Bawumia is the leader of the NPP, not Ekufuado, not Kofor, not Hakmanu Uswajiman, not any of those clowns who cannot make bold decisions and advise the party young people. Bring the leader of the party. So why did you people vote early? I thought you people were going into the election to bring Bawumia out, to be speaking more, to be telling us more, to be out there and us knowing what he thinks. Anyan said that it's him. Moto Obama Bawumia we are madana no abefo kura bada na koshe dem because Bawumia supports the MPP politicians stealing and running away to go hide in exile. Yeah, they are trying. Sadina Tamaklo needs to come home and go to jail. Sadina Tamaklo also Bethia no court jail or right to court or right to lawyers. She can follow up the appeals court. And Nitina Mekache Ghana for said the biggest punishment this group of piglets MPP for is to block them from having access or getting access to power. Mahmoud Bawumia, we need you to come out and tell us. Just tell us your opinion about the Kedofurata thing. Senka Bawumia ni mnyansa na nkonya kromfo and kende nkwa babontin insist say I want to fly to America, meet Kedofurata and come home with him. But he can't do that because Bawumia ye kromfo. Bawumia nkano kure. MPP as a political party in Ghana ho and a young MPP Nibia say hey maminko di party ne chie to me ba na menya to me a me wie sika dodo na ma yese Kedofurata. Every single MPP youngster, every single MPP MP obi abawu so di Bawumia chi oba obembo, the idea is that I can steal and run away. That is why none of them is speaking about Kedofurata coming home. Ghana as a nation, we should not now be contemplating going back and forth, trying to figure out how to bring Kedofurata. Say MPP a party a nyansa forma. They themselves, their leader who is Bawumia, who Piotr Amebwachero. Na yedi ajiji ni kakra na yedi jumadi na achisha so. Piotr ba Piotr. Besides get me Piotr. All right, moment for jumadi achisha so about 5, about 9 ewo Ghana. Now this is our first story. Me pe say edi hun komo and it's got to do with this lady. I friend Sedina Tamaklo and Sedina Tamaklo. Now asema beda hono nyina say US court orders a year Sedina Tamaklo attorneys Sedina Tamaklo attorneys extradition to Ghana. I'm sorry. You see US court orders Sedina Tamaklo attorneys extradition to Ghana. The abesi nyina say eye mami na sebio MPP abreso na almost somebody ko gina court. Ade ko dem ko gina court say say time na NDC was no na sebiu or aban mu nipa nyoma bi efa ni nsem a eye sikasem a NPP aban omadwini mu no omo hu ne say sebiu we di boni etia Ghana causing financial loss to the state. In fact, aban no eye MPP aban Ekufuado da no na Bawumia eye vice president no take decisions because they nim say Ekufuado ye jimi no. Yenyina as Ghana for no obia ani obia nkontokwa MPP for etna say eka omadwiri bom se sa nipa we de e was say ye bia bibi na ye di please eye den eye omu base. In fact, some person politicizing now because MPP for share that but Ghana emra or Ghana. And to me baby amigina no men can't say MPP for share that and omkofa judge bi and omkofa court bi so munjeli mami we ye call court ye the evidence beto bibia kire say mami we na odifo. Now mami we na oniwo na assembly see ye se na ho krampa sebio omo mugine mu ma no asem se ne ye call ye ne se o se ye de ko to afiase na assembly see we na mami no oyi trom ekosha abrochire okosha abrochire no na sebio o se oba Ghana na obehye jail na otwa jail term no mami we amba obetita America for a very long time and ye court e wa America say yenkofa ne mra na sebio court ka say yemfa ne ko to afiase no e wo se efiase no okoda. Now when you ask me about this issue, I will tell you, say, this woman needs to come to Ghana and this woman needs to serve her jail term. I wouldn't want to see anybody justify say enisa maami we eko jail. And the good thing about all this and then they say Ghana for bedroom pempen, so we've all come to that realization say when people are given opportunity, they are given the room to serve, or they are given the opportunity to serve, they need to make sure say a Juma area shop Monsano, they would stay away from anything that's at the end of the day a bit mama copy in jail. So me as I sit here, I believe the extradition way is in the right order. This lady has to go back to Ghana. This lady has to be jailed. In fact, ni jail term no air train. She needs to go back to Ghana and serve her term. In fact, this woman, Odru Ghana, Nase Oko Jela, she has the right to appeal a judgment. You know? So, as a sovereign nation, as a country, Embra, Echichriye, Eboy Hobaino, I believe say, Samamu Eba Ghana, Embrano Echre was Oko de Fiase. Embrana Sasu Echre Ebia, ye bua the phone, not only ye bua the phone when it cheat. And I say you bua the phone, not only one tea. Obet me a contested, and I say obet me a peely a yedi judgment na judge no editor ma and the yaka say yan fanembra Ghana na yende yenjelino. Into I believe say Ombra Ghana, she has access to lawyers who can at the end of the day contest the judgment from the court. Intermediate, what I was saying is say this woman needs to be taken back to Ghana. She needs to go to Ghana. She needs to save she needs to serve her time in jail. And then if she feels say process na emana end up in jail, and I say process and our court proceedings na a leading up to judgment, no, and they saw me that jail, no. So Jidi say some can sebio amfambra kwanso sebio ebia judge, no, lawyers, no, prosecutors, no, embrebi oha oman shada anhwemu ye ansa na ye de sa judgment ne to no so and our sentence ne to no so no. I believe it's Oba Ghana, she has all the rights to hire lawyers to contest it in court. Because yehu bebre nipa bebre ye jeli omo tumi akọ park, their lawyers have been able to sit down omo analyze asem ni nyina ehu sedabi asem we de ewom say ye bua efo nanso ye tena sini analyze a we ni entwa ye nti betuma sa akọ court and then your friend appealing a decision. And I believe said this woman needs to come to Ghana. She needs to come and serve her jail term. And if she believes say process and cut the way and she has the right to contest it. She has the right to appeal it. She has the right to go to court and say, Madam Judge, Mr. Judge, please, as somebody at the top so say the net here. Ebia na mini ho inti same way kind na ho krata na mentuma fa ma me lawyer. Ebia na mini haninti asem no eduru bebi say no yaka koa no. Inti me baba be chirechirem ebia sentence na de ba me no ebia teso anase mema me nda jail kura. She has so many avenues to contest that decision by the judge or the court. Inti I believe say this is not about NDC, this is not about MPP, this is not about who she is or who she's related to. It's about the law. And where the law is clear, we all have to adhere to the law. We all have to respect the law. Intermediate, I will not sit here and say, oh, this woman, she is an NDC person, and on your position be, if she believes, said, oh, yeah, you know, sebio na efakwem, ondi bone, ondi juma, she should be bold enough to return, go to jail, and instruct her lawyers to contest that decision by the judge. Any rational Ghanaian, irrespective of your political affiliation, so your MPP or your NDC communicator na radio so to defend this, then I think you are getting it wrong. Because at the end of the day, court aka asem, court ama judgment. She needs to serve. So ora jail 1 month, 2 months, and 30 days. Not officially say, sa judgment no, the lawyers are study and would say judgment where they entrak ye. And she can go back to court. Her lawyers can contest that decision. And who knows, maybe the judge will listen. Maybe they'll throw it away. Nothing is dead here. And I say, Bibia end yet totally. So I believe this woman needs to come to Ghana. And whatever we are doing to bring her to Ghana, we should be consistent. The Attorney General's office, the security agencies that are leading this transaction. When I say transaction, this coordination between Ghana and the United States, with the extradition, they should make sure say Mami way Abba Ghana to come and serve jail time. It's very, very important. Nobody in Ghana should defend these kind of things whereby people at the end of the day almost serve Ghana we are now almost free Ghana. Now there are some at was I will never support that. So I believe that this woman should be brought back home. So our case that she can make a case in court. There are people in jail today in Ghana. They are sentenced to they are still appealing their cases. Some of them walk free. Recently, we saw Agrada go to jail. She had very good legal team. They were able to assess Agrada's case. They sat down, they did their homework, they went back to court. They made a very organic case. They made a case Ďirťy Attas. So even though Agrada was jailed, her legal team were able to do a good job in court. And it's in there, Sebio Agrada is walking free. So if you live in a country where you perceive Mraye Juma, you perceive democracy, you're making sure say Ejina Naswa. These are things you are not supposed to support. When you serve as a civil servant, when you serve any a position as a political appointment, so when you say service now, and I will say we are legitimately. When you are called to come and answer, you should be ready to do that. The idea of running away and hiding in other countries and not coming back, it basically give people a idea. Be say we debonne, we say we debonne na person beba. But if you believe, say service now over 7 years, say one for end dream, one for end sikadia, you should be able to come back and face the court to prove the case. Say undi bonnet. So this woman should be brought back home. There are no excuses here. Nobody should be like me NDC, so I have to defend this. Me NDC, no, this is nothing to defend. So we NDC now defend the idea we are, then you have a problem. Obianka said, "Mami Obagana, she will never get a court hearing. She will get court hearing if she wants to go back to court. She will be in jail and still have the right contest the judgment from the court. So why is she afraid to come to Ghana? And I think that this decision by the court, by the U.S. court, is in the right order. This woman needs to come back home. She needs to face the case. She needs to go to jail first. Because I don't need somebody to jail than it is. So she needs to come to Ghana. She needs to serve her time. Say 1 day or say 2 days or say 3 days or say 4 years. So if she wants to contest, she has the right to a lawyer. She has the right to the court. And I believe say she has to be extradited to Ghana and then also face a year the court. Ghana let's put this kind of silly political argument aside. Adia enye. Chrimme na mommy honest about it. You so be on the political side. As I sit here, I keep telling Ghanaians, there's nothing like neutrality in politics. No. My job is simple. My job is to make sure I keep the NDC in power for 42 years. That's it. I am not here to give or create any opportunity for the MPP to come to power. That is not my job. My job is to block the MPP from coming to power. And I'm not going to do that on the idea say I will say be chantro. I will say idea enya no kure no make us say no kure. And I say I need to create an impression say NDC is filled and I say NDC kuno angels in Guano. No. What is clear is clear. This woman needs to come back home. Or your NDC, I don't care. Or she can also hire lawyers to defend her in court. But jail term she needs to come and enter the jail of Ghana. Very, very important. Into moment you're very clear about some things. Now you maybe a EDD agrone again say you bet my dada and nipebi I'd play politics with everything. No, because say these things are juma. It will become difficult in the future to prosecute people. Now, kind of a creative avenue be say Ghana, the political appointment, we are nipano nejani. That is what the NPP they have created. Now the NPP created a debia to system. The young piglets. The young MPP, grassroots na omoba app ni nyina e trim say yenya tumi a na ewia Ghana na ewia sika ni bia kogwa abrochi na akotena abrochi ti sekufu admo ebusuafo no e de say MPP for no what they do. That is the kind of niche, that is the kind of ideology MPP right now they are rallying around.
We ain't some who team course or channel so mam and I was so jembre that send us all body and dia dumbi edumenia. Ya be share na yasumo kwanson.